basically, interesting, yeah. So basically, we sort of decided what is it that Opal is really trying to do, and it's contributing to practices rather than resources. I think we found it quite helpful to begin with that, and then we basically thought, well, what is it that needs doing, and what can be done? So there we go. And so if we sort of shift around here very quickly, we come up and you have to follow. This is a little exercise. Late in the day, we need to actually understand what is really going on here. So look at the left while I talk about the right. So we need new definitions of OER, OEP, and OER and OEP, of course, what Opal is about, but we're recommending, as comrades just now have said, OET. And we'll get to that. And so, very quickly to run through, we've got identification of user needs, so that fits in very closely what you were saying as well. And then scaffolding. We need there's no one size fits all, so we have to have tailored particular things that different users can need and you can use in different contexts. So be they stories, adoption models, exemplars, testimonials. And then you've got to involve the users again in validation of the scaffolding materials. We had quite a discussion about advocacy and evangelism, about OEP, so checking that there are tensions in an increasingly commodified higher education sector. What's going to happen? Is this going to lead to more openness or less openness? And what are the implications of that? Need for high-level political influencing, need for mass rollout. So you can see actually now you know what the T is, and I hope you can all understand what's there on the left-hand side. Questioning whether this group should continue as part of the Opal project. I think that's partly up to Opal, but what could it do? Sounding board, external review, and then recommendation about organising mixed reality events, diversifying the community, diversifying the global reach. We all look quite white and quite male and quite abled.
Sorry.
Most of us. Well, we all as a generic. Especially there aren't that many people in wheelchairs here, or aren't many blind people, or so it was pointed out that very few people contributed to the OER Facebook group, and we should encourage good practices by our own examples. How many of us, whenever we take an OER, actually cite that and track it through all of the things? So you will note that the URL of this wonderful image, do you know where we are? Britain. Yes. Cool. We'll let them, so someone can say it afterwards. Anyway, and so all of these link back if you follow the arrows, but the things that our entity offered was to write stories, to provide wider access to the different communities, particularly thinking of the role of the Ambassador, UNESCO Chair, and Fred's new UNESCO OER Chair, to provide feedback and review. We all said we would do that, and national ambassadors. And that sort of takes us back nicely. This is none other than Calvados. Thank you. That's therapy.